Hey folks, welcome back to the Portable Gamer. Welcome back to Farming Simulator 19, and welcome back to Shamrock Valley with Seasons. So I skipped ahead one day. It's been, in game time, it's been 24 hours since our last episode. And look at this. This is what happened. When we got back, right, we loaded up 4 pallets, we took them down. 4 pallets from the spawn. We took them down. By the time we got back, there were 4 more. I loaded those up. And by the time those were done, there were 4 more. And then overnight, we got 1 more. I tried to get it up on top, and we miss it by about, in real life, we would probably miss it by about 6 inches. It's almost right up on top. We can't quite get that last full pallet up there. And then this one as well. Now, I bought a total of 100 sheep. They're feeding themselves. We need to water them. Yeah, just a little bit. They're feeding themselves with the grass that's in the field. I can show you that right there. Yeah, we haven't given them food for the longest time. I imagine that will not happen over the winter. We will have to give them hay bales. But for now, they're feeding themselves. Water doesn't cost anything. So I like this. We're making money. And that's a cool thing. It's not something that happens too often on one of our save games. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take these down and sell them. And I have leased a mower. The reason I've leased a mower is our grass is ready. Some of it is. We're all over the map with the grass, right? So we've got these 5 fields, right? 1, 2, 3, 6, and 7. When we go over here, 1 and 3 are arable fields that we have planted with grass, right? And they have, I believe, 2 layers of fertilizer. 3 on this one, 3 on most of this one. That's that little bit that I couldn't get. It wouldn't take it. And then the others these are meadow grass. 2, 6, and 7 are meadow grass. 6 is the actual sheep meadow itself. We're going to leave this one alone because I think this is what the sheep are feeding themselves from. So we've got 2 and 7. Field 2 and 7 are unfertilized meadow grass, and they're in second growth stage. So this will give us greater yield from these 2, I believe, than if we messed with 1 and 3 that are more fertilized, but they're only in first. Man, I always say growth stage, harvest stage. The yellow, the light yellow, pale yellow is first harvest stage, and the gold is second. So we're going to do field 2 and field 7. We probably won't finish them both today, but we're going to start them. And then on top of that, we got to figure out what to do with them. So I did lease a mower. By 4D Modding. Imagine that. Yeah, 4D Modding released a Cavernaland mower that is a favorite of mine going back to 15, and I'm told that the model is actually from 13. Not the 4D. As far as I know, they do all their own modeling in Blender. But the idea of that mower, that particular mower, goes back to like 13. And it was tricky. If you were looking for it in 17, there was a persistent bad conversion of it from 15 that wouldn't go away. It kept being released, and people kept making videos about it and saying, hey, somebody finally released this, and you download it, and it was a very dodgy mod. Did not like it. Well, it didn't work. You couldn't like it. It was non-functional. But that is a mod that I really like, or a mower that I really like, I guess. Which, again, it's not something, before I started playing Farm Sim, that's not something I ever thought I'd say. Yeah, I really like this mower. Yeah, but I do. I don't know. I don't know what it is about some equipment that it just works for you. All right, so we'll get this stopped. Set the brake. I'm going to try to get this sold as quickly as possible because I know we just did this last episode, and I never like to double up. Get rid of that. Don't need that. And we know where everything is now. That's nice. So we can drive straight to it. And it is after 8 a.m. So we know they're open. And that's another bonus. So yesterday, Wednesday for you, I posted 2 videos. The Greenwich Valley video was actually intended to be uploaded on Tuesday. And I had uploaded it on Tuesday. But then I realized there were some problems with the audio. The mix was not what I wanted it to be. So I deleted it from the YouTube and re-rendered it. For some reason, the re-render process took forever. And then when I went to upload it, my internet was inexplicably extremely slow. So it ended up not being re-uploaded until late Tuesday night. And I thought, no sense disrupting the schedule. I try to post at noon, so I will make that available today for me, Wednesday at noon. And then there's a train sim video that I had intended to post on Wednesday, today for me, yesterday for you, and I'll make that one public as well. So that's why there are two on the same day, and then this one you'll see on Thursday, and hopefully we'll be back on the proper schedule. I also noticed on that Greenwich Valley video there is some smearing. I haven't had that problem for a long time. I believe it's driver related. It comes and goes. It's not a setting or anything that I did. I will just suddenly see some smearing, even though the rest of the video is 1080p, 60 FPS, and everything is golden. I don't know where it comes from, and I don't necessarily know how to stop it. I've read a lot of information on Reddit and various threads about what causes it, but I can't seem to find a fix for it, and then it will just go away. Sometimes it lasts for 1 or 2 episodes, sometimes it lasts for weeks. And that's what makes me think it could be driver related, but I will do my best to sort that out. I always want these videos to be the absolute highest quality that I can possibly make them. I don't like that. I don't like that smearing, but I don't necessarily know how to stop it. Right, and what else is going on? This map we're running the same Reshade and SweetFX profile in this map as we are in Greenwich, and it looks completely different. I'm told that this map definitely has custom shaders and custom lighting by the map maker, and there is, I guess, some ongoing discussion about what overwrites what, whether it's Seasons that has the final say, or the map that has the final say, or Reshade and SweetFX. But this map definitely has custom lighting, and we are definitely running Reshade, and I think it looks completely different than Greenwich. It's definitely more crisp. It seems to have some blacker blacks and whiter whites. Who knows? I'm going to try to get through here quickly. Sir? Nope. Didn't quite have it. That's all right. We're not in that much of a hurry. You take your time. I'm really curious what this game is going to look like in 10 years. I hope it's still around. I think it will be. I think it's got enough of a core audience that we'll be able to keep it going. You know, as much as I would like to get, particularly as our wool operation grows, as much as I would like to get a bigger trailer, I don't know that we could fit much bigger of a trailer through that village. I think we're kind of maxed out. And we can't go double high, but we'd need a telehandler for that. And 100 grand is a lot of money to spend to save one trip, right? Because if we can fit 8 wool pallets on this trailer, if we could go double high, that's 16. 16 is 2 trips with 8, right? 100 grand to save two trips, 1 trip. I don't know. All right, so we'll get all that sold. What about these last 2? Why don't they want to sell? No? Interesting. I wonder why that is. How about if I unstrap them? How about if we unfold? There we go, we're unfolding. Is that what it takes? What's the Yeah, they look like they might have been bound up on something. Okay, let's back up a little bit. No. Interesting. Okay. All right. Well, we know for future reference, either bring the skid steer down here to unload, or only put 6 on there. Huh. That's very, very odd. All right. Well, you know, what can you do? Let's throw some straps back on here. So, Like so. I'm having so much controller conflict right now. I mean, I think I know the cause of it. It's gotten a lot worse, and I think the cause of it is the flight stick that I threw on here for Flight Sim. As much as I hate to do it, I think I'm going to have to plug and unplug that flight stick when I'm not in a flight sim. It seems to be causing, that seems to be the source of the main conflict. And I am seeing it in multiple sims. So, I hate to do it. I hate to do it, but better that than fighting with the controls that are working. Right through here. And we have traffic on right now. Do we not? Yeah, I think there just might not be any traffic on this part of the map. Yeah, I know the traffic is on because we saw that John Deere hauling the muck spreader as we were making our turn to come down here. Okay, cool. How are we doing on time? 11 minutes. We'll get this thing parked up. We'll grab our mower and we will decide how we want to mow at least field 2. We'll start on field 2 and go from there. I'm going to leave this trailer. I'm going to take it back into the sheep meadow and leave it there because we'll put at least one more, possibly 2 more pallets on it. We'll relocate the 2 that are on here, and then off camera I'll come back down and sell the rest of this wool. But yeah, we're making some money. I'm very happy about that. I think as long as we sort of stay the course, I think we can be profitable. We won't be massively profitable, but we will be appropriately profitable. How we're going to grow, you know, I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But in the near term, we'll be making some money. Now, the other thing I am sort of curious and concerned about is as our wool operation grows, is it worth it to get the wool storage shed, right, where you just essentially get the wool pallets near the trigger and it gobbles them up, stacks them neatly inside, and gives you your tally on a little chalkboard out front. I think that's a very cool mod. And then when you're ready to sell, you tell the shed how many pallets you want. It sets them out front for you. You load those up. So we could go 6 at a time, right, if this trailer holds 6, and just make a few trips. The shed itself is only, I want to say, about 15,000 euro. The problem is I don't know where to put it. The only flat places that I can find on the map are so far from the wool spawn that it would be just as quick to make a trip down to the sell point as it would to make a trip to the storage point. Unless, yeah, that's another consideration, unless we're banking wool to sell it all at once when we get a better price for it. Yeah. All right, we'll think about various ways to do that. All right, so we'll get this thing turned around, we'll get it parked, and we'll go over and grab our new mower. It's cool. I'm telling you, man, anything by 4D modding, I'm just an instant fan. I feel like 4D modding and the Forbidden Mods team, just about everything they do, I like. All right, let's make a big swing here. All right, like so. We'll drop this, we'll grab that, and we'll head up to field 2. Set the brake down here. There's some, I'd call them thoughtful additions to this map. Things like the meadow mod, where animals eat their own grass. I like that. And I think it makes perfect sense. It makes so much sense that when you think about it, you wonder why it wasn't there all along, right? You've got a sheep meadow. It's full of grass. Why are we taking our animals food when they have food? So little things like that. The timer on the businesses down at the docks, that's very cool. That you can't go there 24/7. You can only go there when they're open. I like stuff like that. Right. So we will drop this. I'm going to leave it a little bit further out from the hedge because it was tricky getting to the back side of it. All right. Drop that. Drop the landing gear. And I think, yeah, our mower's right across the highway. So we'll go grab that and, yeah. Now I thought about, because this is an offset trailed mower and it's really not very wide and we've got quite a bit of grass. I don't know if this is going to be the only mower that we use. We've got time. I mean, we're not, at the moment, we're not under a time crunch to bring our grass in by a certain time or date. So we've got a little latitude there. I don't think it would make sense to have two small mowers going on two tractors. I think it would make more sense to have one tractor, as we did when we cut the grass in that crescent meadow behind the dairy. We had one offset mower, rigid offset on the rear, and one on the front, and that gave us, I think, about 7 meters of width. It wasn't full butterfly width, but it was, you know, we got some decent volume from one pass. So I guess we could just do that again. All right, let's hop out and look at this thing. All right, get this hooked up. Straighten her out a little bit there. There we are. Beautiful. Yeah, as far as I know, they do all their own blender modeling. That's not guaranteed. Like I said, I get a lot of things wrong. There's plenty of things I don't know. But I see some details on here that I don't remember from that 13, 15, 17. Beautiful. All right. Let's head up to field 2. And we get to field 2. Oh, what's the best way to get there? Out, to the right, to the right. Yeah, and I believe there's a gate right about there. All right. Now, once we get this going, what are we going to do with it? And I suppose we'll just pick it up with a loading wagon. I think that makes the most sense. I don't want to bale it. I certainly don't want to make round bales on a field with a grade that steep. And at the moment, we don't need hay bales. I don't think we'll need many hay bales for the winter because the sheep are going to feed themselves till then. So I think silage is our best bet at this point. And we do own the BGA. So let's just, I guess we'll fill the other clamp next to the one that we have silage in right now. We're not going to get a lot for it. I feel terrible about that because I got spoiled on that, our placed BGA on Gazelsberg that was paying €500 per 1,000 liters. I definitely got spoiled on that. No longer the case. I think we're getting a tenth of that. You know, as always, I'm going to go to the top of the hill and turn around and come back. I just feel like that makes more sense. It's not a huge implement, but starting from a dead stop on a hill this steep, I think this is the smarter play. All right. So we'll flip this thing around. And, you know, I'm going to pull over right here. Set the brake. Turn the hazards on. Let's open the gate now, and then we can just swing into it rather than stopping in traffic. Right. Yep. Good so far. Back in here. Hazards off. Brake off. I think we got time. Yep. All right. So, plan of attack. Get the gate closed first. This field is mostly, it's almost square when you look at it, I guess, north-south. Yeah, let's, All right, this thing is 3.2 meters. Is that what we said? Yeah. So if we go, I don't know, we gotta be in a vehicle to do it. So if we go here, and distance is, can we say 3.2? Yeah, we can. Okay. So we're good there. All this is already set. Okay. So we're okay there. Now, brake is off. We're going to unfold this thing. And then I believe we need to select a work mode. And that is going to be toggle work mode. And it's going to be swath dropping, wide spreading, left swath. I think if we had a front mower on, left swath would make perfect sense. You know what? For this headland, I think it makes sense too, right? Because it's going to bring it in away from the hedges. Okay. All right. So now we go down here. I want to be as due north as possible. All right. So, is that about right? It's over a little bit far. Right about like here. Yeah, because I don't want to hit the hedge. Okay, so then we say like so. And like so. Okay, so that's set. Man, I can barely see it. All right. So we're gonna make one loop around here so we can start further back. This will make sense in a second. Hopefully it will. So turn this thing on, right? And where's our marker? There it is, right there. All right. Yeah, in this tall grass, I can barely see those markers. So we drop that. Activate that. Is that right? Here we go. Yeah, I'll need to go in and do a little cleanup. I thought we'd be closer to the hedge. I suppose we're one row over. But we are straight north-south. Okay, yeah, we'll clean that up. I'm trying to make neat rows for when we come in with the loading wagon. I don't know if it's working. Yeah, we're also throwing grass into grass we haven't cut yet. And I don't know in real life if that would be the smartest play. Yeah, I think I may have done this backwards. I wanted to make a swath behind the mower this pass, then we'd reverse direction, right, and throw it to the left on our next pass, so we would have one big swath on the outside. Yeah, sir, there we go. We're good on horsepower for this thing, but this is a bit of a grade. Okay. Oh, realism. Realism. There we go. We're going to make it. We're going to make it. And once we have our headlands cut in, then we can do some just north-south lengths and go side hill instead of up and down the hill over and over. All right, so now there's 180, but I can't tell where our... There we go. So there's a straight north-south on the top. Oh, we're not downshifting. There we go. There we go. All right. So we'll head down to the other side of the field. We'll get another pass down there. We are going to have to drive over what we've already swathed, though. You know what I mean? We'll be driving our mower conditioner over a swath to mow the grass that the swath is in. That seems very incorrect. That seems like you would not do it that way. Living and learning. Figuring out this farm sim life. All right. So this is one pass. How do we want to do this? Because if we make another pass, yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that off camera. So now, how do we want to do this? We want to turn that off. Yeah, there we go. And we're going to go in here. Yeah, is this right? Yeah, this is right. Okay, so now we drop this, and it's mowing where we have the swath, but it's dropping the swath on top of our other swath. Yeah. All right. It's not perfect, and it's certainly not realistic, but I think it's making sense. All right. It does look like we're getting a lot of grass out of this field, though. For it being meadow grass unfertilized, I think we're going to have our other clamp, our second clamp, is going to be a lot more full than our first. So that is a good thing. All right. So we'll get this done. Wow, we're already at 27 minutes. Okay, so I think we're just going to do the headlands this video. Next video, I'll probably be finishing up with the lengths, and we'll get started. Man, I would love it if we could put our loading wagon on courseplay and have it unload into the bunker, right? Come out here, fill up, and then go unload automatically. I don't know if we can get courseplay to do that, but that would be awesome if we could. That would be very, very cool. All right, and I think, yeah, this is going to be just about 30 minutes. Okay, well, I mean, it's a different kind of video. It certainly didn't go in the direction that I thought it would, but sometimes that happens. So, right around here, and we at least cleaned up the mess we made. Sort of, somewhat. All right. So let's get right down here. Lift that. Turn it off. Set the brake. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Hop out here. There you have it, folks. Thanks for stopping back to check out The Portable Gamer. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Farming Simulator 19. This is Shamrock Valley with Seasons, and we'll see you next time. Take care now.